Hey everyone, welcome back to Grind Session. I'm Insetic. With me this time is Blackout the M&M.
Hey everybody.
And Matt Rocks.
Hey, it's a meaty Mac Daddy. Matt?
So today
Daddy.
we're heading to level 7, Detroit. To, roll on them.
I don't remember this stage that well.
Yeah, it's pretty late in the game. It's the last main stage. It's pretty, industrial, kind of, you'll see, sort of.
Detroit?
Pretty
No.
cool looking. Yeah.
Some people refer to it as the crust belt of Grind Session.
I mean, it's just like Detroit IRL.
No, I wouldn't go there.
No, not about it being bad, but crust belt was like an industrial factory.
Right,
Remember?
right.
Wait,
I
what's
see.
Crust Belt?
Level from Freakstyle.
Yeah, level
I
2
don't-
of Freakstyle.
I don't remember. Oh, gosh, Freak Style. Okay, that's going way back.
Yeah, way back. You were just a little baby at the
I
time.
was, did you know that whenever Insetic did his first LP, I wasn't actually born yet?
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
I was still but a twinkle in my father's dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
I like this trench.
Yeah, you got a trench kind of around the outside, and you got a bunch of the oil lines to grind out here. It's actually, Detroit, they did a pretty good job making making
That
it
was cool.
tough to get all 10
Oh, that's so cool.
tech lines or grind all the oil things or get the points. So, you really have to push yourself by this point or bust out a sweet-ass combo. But,
I've
I
never
actually kind of
noticed
had to
it.
route...
No,
sorry,
you
we
keep going.
keep
I'm
talking
sorry.
over each other. I actually had to route doing tech lines and oil pipes, to get them in one run. Not even get them all together to get the challenge done. I had to actually kind of think about what to do.
Man, these ramps are awesome.
Yeah. Which I guess that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
This is a really
Yeah.
cool stage. I forgot about this one. But, once again, they do a good job of, you're skating around out there, oh, this is pretty cool, and then you crash through a window, it's like, wow, so much more stage.
Yeah. A whole extra I-beam, the internet rafter.
Ooh.
They had some weird jokes in these tech line names.
Yeah.
Were there even internet rappers in 2000?
Yeah, they had that. They didn't have SoundCloud back then. They still had it was Sound Dirt. They hadn't quite made it into the cloud yet. They were still on the ground.
Oh.
Sound
it was
Ground.
live-
It was
yeah.
called Sound Ground.
Came back, worked on the joke a second time around. Yeah, man. I remember when I distributed my first 8-track on LimeWire,
Oh, good old LimeWire.
doing some real underground promotion.
Wow, LimeWire.
Yeah.
Punk should be using Kazaa.
I did use Kazaa, and then my friend Gabriel came over to my house, downloaded LimeWire to torrent something, and obviously he torrented one thing, and I got a virus. He torrented one thing from LimeWire, and I got a virus.
I remember my dad had LimeWire way back in the day, and he used it once, and he got a virus, and he was like, "I hate this internet stuff. I hate this internet thing."
I used Kazaa for more than I will specifically admit, and never got a virus. He used LimeWire once, gave me a virus.
Was I the only one that used the Pirate Bay exclusively?
Well, a lot of the viruses with Kazaa were bundled with the installer. If you could manage to get a fairly clean version of it, I think I did prefer it a little bit more to LimeWire.
Is the Pirate Bay still around?
I think it is in some version. I don't know. I don't torrent things anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, I haven't.
anymore.
I haven't.
Now I'm making that
torrented
fat
anything.
money. I buy everything like a proper
I was about to
capitalist.
say, I haven't torrented a thing since I got a real job.
Yeah, exactly. Now we can be true contributors to capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy all of our shit.
Making fat stacks
Okay.
of internet
I want
cash.
to ask about this. Am I the only one that thinks his arms go really weird when he grinds? He's doing
He's
a
doing,
fucking
the snake,
dance
yeah.
move. Yeah, he's doing the snake.
Yeah, he's kind of doing the wave, the one-man wave.
Yeah.
It's just the waves, man. Waves don't die.
So yeah, all I could say is that that jump up into the building where you jump onto the rafter for one of those yellow tech lines, man, that jump throws me off. You do not have the time to perfectly set it up. You have to kind of get lucky.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it's not
really
again, it's not Atlanta, where you have one shot, and if you miss something, you might as well restart. So like I said, it's the good kind of, like, you have to plan it out. Where it's not immediate failure, but it still takes effort.
These stage designs are so good. Like, you could remake this game with, like, a modern-day graphics engine and just keep these stages, and they'd be perfect.
Yeah, except
don't
do it like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or HD. Just please don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
It, like, the same.
You keep everything the same, just update the graphics, and yeah, this would be fine.
Yeah.
Although this does look good for a PS1 game.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. You know, I've kind of thought about why we don't get a lot more, you know, extreme sports, even just re-releases, not remasters, just re-releases, and I gotta think it's probably all in the soundtracks, you know?
You know what? It probably is.
Licensed soundtracks, licensed music. I mean, games have gone out of distribution because of that, like Alan Wake.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, wasn't there a game
Woke.
recently that just went out of distribution?
Alan
the
Woke,
soundtrack?
yeah.
Now, couldn't they just, like, I don't know, I guess it would be too much trouble to remove the old soundtrack and, like, or try to license a new one, I guess.
I mean,
not necessarily.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, it's depending upon how the game is actually, like, compiled, it doesn't seem like it would be too difficult if you had access to the source files to just remove those audio files.
But I guess I misspoke. I mean, not difficult to remove it, I mean difficult to replace it with something else. You know what I mean? Like, it might be.
I mean,
hard
just
to
license some new people.
News.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It might be, maybe it's difficult to do that. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you don't hear as much licensed music in games unless it's something like GTA. I feel like it might be harder to get licensed music in games these days or something.
Just get the sloppy meat eaters on the phone. They'll do it for you. They'll get you a whole
They'll do it for free.
Contribute for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
They'll do it for free as long as you acknowledge their existence.
I'll buy you each a Big Mac if you do the soundtrack to Grind Session HD.
Dude, Grind Session HD releases on your PS4 or Xbox One or whatever. You load it up, and immediately you just hear, whoa! She's out of control, she's out of control.
Yeah, I mean, these developers are old friends with
I'm
the
not
sloppy
afraid
meat
to
eaters.
say that.
Yeah.
Fight me.
They should get Bad Religion on there. You load it up and you hear, yeah.
I mean, that's by
Offspring.
That's the Offspring.
Dang it.
Though they could.
Bad Religion did the other song on there. Wasn't there like two songs?
The other song.
The only other song.
I don't remember if they were on Crazy Taxi, but they did do music for Tony Hawk 2. There's a place where everyone looks so happy.
Oh yeah,
that song. Place in the whole fucking world. Yeah.
I mean, Bad Religion was on
sometimes.
Crazy Taxi. There were 3 songs, 2 by The Offspring, 1 by Bad Religion. I believe it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I played Crazy Taxi a long time ago, man.
Hey,
it's a Crazy Taxi
and we're gonna make some crazy money.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm working on my Crazy Taxi LP right now. I play that game religiously. Nothing but Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, he plays
It's
it
my
bad
favorite
religiously.
extreme sports.
Mhm.
Yeah, I play, and
man.
I don't even listen to the Offspring songs. When they come on, I mute them. It's Bad Religion only.
It's that one Bad Religion song over and over again.
Just on a repeat.
Considering Offspring apparently did 2 out of 3 songs, that's quite a limitation, my man.
Yeah, I listened to 1/3 of the soundtrack.
Yeah, well, it's like I remember in NBA Street Volume 3, which I played a lot of as a kid. You could go in, you could turn songs on and off. Imagine that option for Crazy Taxi, just 3 songs. The soundtrack for V3 was really bad though. It had like one Beastie Boys song, it had Me, Myself, and I, and then like a bunch of like people that nobody really knows. Like, I guess Elephant Man is kind of, he's not super well known though outside of his scene.
Yeah, back in SSX 3, I'd modify the soundtrack so it was mostly like the rock punk songs.
No.
You know, like, the electronica is cool, but when you're flying down the slopes to some hypersonic, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Or like, Play It Loud, you know?
Do it, Pig.
Play it loud! Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know, I feel like, to wrap back around,
You got a new board, it grants you no new power.
Yeah.
That made it sound kind of, that's like, kind of a bum prize. They're like, hey, you got this new board. It's not that great.
Yeah, but like it's cool looking.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just the fact that it straight up says, like, you got a new board that does nothing. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe it's trying to be kind of humorously down to earth.
Yeah,
frank with you.
Oh, Huntington.
All right. So next up, we're going to Huntington, the second competition level and the last main level in grind session.
Hell yeah.
So join me then.
Hell yeah.